you have to ask yourself a question. Why is it that the agents of white supremacy, including black scholars and historians, why is it that they force feed you the Northern Underground Railroad? Before we go any further, let me let you know that I don't have a problem with the blacks that participated in the Northern Underground Railroad. I don't have a problem with a slave doing whatever she or he has to do to escape to freedom. No problem with that. But our historians and other agents of white supremacy force feed you the Northern Underground Railroad. Now, who made up? What was the Underground Railroad in the North made up of? It was made up of black people, yes, of course. But they'll tell you that it couldn't be successful without the white people that also participated. All right? Now let's turn your attention down to the Southern Underground Railroad. In the Southern Underground Railroad, that was based on the alliance between the African Maroons in the southeastern United States and the indigenous people of the southeastern United States. You see the difference between the two stories? So in the North, they force feed you that story because they want to reinforce your emotional attachment to your enslavers. You say, oh, it was some good white people. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have escaped to the North. The Underground Railroad North wouldn't have been successful. Maybe.
So, everybody's heard of the Northern Underground Railroad, right? Harriet Tubman and all the way stations. How many of you heard about the Southern Underground Railroad? Southern Underground Railroad started in 1673. It has been going on from the very first days that people escaped from Georgia and South Carolina and some from Alabama and Georgia. They came to Florida.
The Southern Underground Railroad was the most successful Underground Railroad. So you got to ask yourself, why are they not telling you anything about the Southern Underground Railroad when it was the most successful?
It was the alliance between the Seminoles and the Africans that produced the strongest underground railroad that there was in the United States at this time. The very strongest. And it was that alliance. Okay?
I contend that it's because they don't want you to be successful in your quest for freedom. White supremacy needs you to remain a mental slave so that it can survive. Okay? I don't have a problem with the slaves that took part in the Underground Railroad North, as I said, because I don't have a problem with a slave doing whatever they got to do to survive. The Akahu tells us that man-made religions tell us not to steal, not to harm, and not to kill. But the most ancient religion that has no documentation, no priest, no imam, no preacher to preach the word. Our most ancient religion, survivalism, tells us to steal, harm, and even kill if necessary to survive. All right? Now, white supremacy is in danger of dying. And when you're in survival mode, you'll do whatever it takes to survive. So white supremacy and the agents of white supremacy, whatever they teach you, is to keep you in a state of subjugation because their whole civilization is built on your enslavement. Okay? So I just wanted to give you a little bit of extra knowledge on your quest for freedom. The Underground Railroad the Southern Underground Railroad, which was made up of African Maroons and the southeastern indigenous people of the United States, was the most successful underground railroad between the two. So when I told y'all that y'all should fast during Thanksgiving, one brother responded to that video. He responded on Facebook. I don't know if he was too afraid to respond to the video or not, but I don't bite. And I don't think I know everything. But the brother said that he was furious. He was like, the Native Americans participated in the Black Holocaust. He said, fuck them Native Americans and pass the turkey. That's what he said, y'all. Fuck them Native Americans and pass the turkey. Well, I say like I always said. Every group got blood on their hands when it comes to the Black Holocaust. The white man, the Native Americans, the Arabs, some Negropeans, some Africans, you name it, the group has blood on their hands when it comes to the Black Holocaust. Oh, I can't forget about the European Jews. They get put in that boat too. Everybody got blood on their hands. So it's not fuck them Native Americans and pass the turkey. What I said was you can't celebrate Thanksgiving because it's the celebration of the white man's victory over because whether you know it or not, if you're from this country and you've been here over 100 years, 9 times out of 10, you are Native American as well. It's the white man's celebration of his victory of your Native American and African or black ancestors. Simple as that. So it ain't fuck them Native Americans and pass the turkey. You saying fuck your black ancestors and pass the turkey. That's actually what you saying when you say fuck the Native Americans and pass the turkey. That's somebody that don't know enough about his or her history. Okay? So yes, you can come together for a common cause. You can create these alliances that will help you defeat your enemy. All right? Of course, I'm not saying that you can unify with everybody. Because, I don't want people to misunderstand me. You can't, if you're trying to grow food naturally, you can't ally yourself with your next door neighbor that wants to poison the earth and grow all their food artificially. Okay? Y'all have opposing views, so of course you can't unite. But the African Maroons and the indigenous people of the southeastern United States, they had a similar worldview. So they could come together rather easily. It was the European that was a foreigner, that had these foreign ideas, anti-nature and anti-humanity ideas. Okay? So the most successful underground railroad was the Southern Underground Railroad. And one more point, if I forget to tell you, there were over 50 African Maroon colonies right here in the United States throughout slavery, especially in the 19th century. Okay? So if they can do it then, with the whole world coming against them, Negropeans coming against them, yes, Native Americans, some Native American tribes coming against them, and of course the goddamn white man coming against them, then certainly you can do it today. You keep telling me you free, right? Let's unify, those of us that can unify, and fight this agents of white supremacy. This has been Daku Akabo wa Akatu.